this bill. Kia ora tātou.
Michael Woodhouse.
Mr Speaker, not a single person listening to this debate this afternoon will be any the wiser about what the other side think, because we already knew that they thought the government was bashing beneficiaries. We've heard for so long about where are the jobs, and not a single solitary, coherent, alternative argument or plan has been put in place. I have to say, I find it very ironic that Mr Tirakatini is saying today, where is the plan? Whereas in this House, last week, all Labor could say was, there are too many plans. We're being overwhelmed by plans. Stop producing so many plans. We can't keep up with them. And it's a very good reason why that's the case, Mr Speaker, because when we came to office, Treasury were predicting that unemployment would go above 9% and that we were facing 10 years of fiscal deficits. Well, I'm very proud of the fact that this government has halved those fiscal deficits. The unemployment rate never went over about 6.5, 6.6% and is dropping, and we've had growth in every single one of the last 10 quarters bar one. That's a plan that's working, Mr Speaker. But the most disgraceful aspect of this speech was the member Holly Walker and her scaremongering of beneficiaries about what this bill will mean for them. Well, I have a reassurance for them, Mr Speaker. There isn't a single person on a welfare benefit in this country that needs fear anything by this bill. But I'll tell you what bashing beneficiaries, Mr Speaker, it's leaving 16 and 17-year-old young men and women to disappear out of the education system, 90% of them popping back up on the unemployment benefit when they turn 18. It's leaving vulnerable young women to drop-kick boyfriends who are not the parents of the children that they've born, and it's about leaving them to fend for themselves. That's bashing beneficiaries, Mr Speaker. So I'm very proud of the work that's being done by this Minister and this government to rectify that. I'm very proud of the fact that this bill is being brought in at a time when it's most needed, and I strongly support it.
That concludes the debate. So the question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. Party vote. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National.
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour.
34 votes opposed.
Green Party.
14 votes opposed.
New Zealand First.
8 votes opposed.
Māori Party.
3 votes in favour.
Mana.
1 vote opposed.
ACT New Zealand.
1 in favour.
United Future.
In favour.
The ayes are 64, the noes are 57. The motion is agreed to.
Social Security, Youth Support and Work Focus Amendment Bill, first reading.
So the question is that the Social Security, Youth Support and Work Focus Amendment Bill be considered by the Social Services Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. Members, the Minister in her first call indicated that there would be an instruction to the Select Committee, and as we are breaking new ground somewhat, I thought it might be pertinent and of assistance to the House to just acquaint the House with the appropriate standing order in relation to the debate. I'm in 286.3 if members wish to look at that. Any debate on the question for a motion under the standing order is restricted to the special powers of instruction set out in the motion. It may not extend to principles, objects or provisions of the bill which the motion states. Furthermore, the report from the Standing Orders Select Committee re-emphasised that very point by saying relevancy should be strictly enforced by the Speaker during the debate on an instruction to the Select Committee. Minister?
Mr Speaker, I move that the Social Services Committee consider the bill and that the committee report to the House on or before 31 May 2012. and that the committee have the authority to meet at any time while the House is sitting, except during oral questions, and during any evening on a sitting day, and on a Friday in a sitting week, and to meet outside the Wellington region when the House is sitting, despite Standing Orders 187, 188, 190, 191, 1B and C. Mr. Speaker, I just make mention of the shortened time period for the Select Committee, particularly on the basis of there being a 3-week recess period where members will have an opportunity to hear submissions and actually hear the rest of it. Mr. Speaker, this bill has been well and truly traversed. In August last year, the Prime Minister made announcements and details around it. We had a welfare working group that worked over a period of quite some months that traversed up and down the country. We believe that actually this has been well and truly, the public had a great opportunity to see this. They should be able to get their submissions in time, and that is why we advocate for the shorter Select Committee process.
The question is the motion be agreed to. I'll put the question. The question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. No party vote. The clerk will conduct a party vote.
New Zealand National,
59 votes in favour.
New Zealand Labour,
34 opposed.
Green Party,
14 opposed.
New Zealand First,
8 opposed.
Māori Party,
3 votes in favour.
Mana,
1 opposed.
ACT New Zealand,
1 vote in favour.
United Future.
1 vote in favour.
The ayes are 64, the noes 57. The motion is agreed to. Call on Government Order of the Day number 3.